Yes, ladies and gentlemen, when I posted that channel update video and I talked about the video coming today, yep, we're going to take a shot at another Bethesda game. Last time it was Skyrim, I thought was overrated, but still was a good game. But this is a little bit different. We're talking about why I honestly do not like Fallout 4 really much at all. So I was hyped for Fallout 4, I will admit that. It looked so good when it was coming up close to release. The biggest turnoff for me for the past Fallout games, honestly of all things, was really the weapon durability. I hated the breaking weapons of Fallout 3 and New Vegas. New Vegas, though, has, I think, a little bit more RPG-ness that really kept me engaged more. I haven't beaten it yet, but I've put a decent amount of time into it. But Fallout 4, it looked like it was going to be like, alright, I was thinking the RPG-ness of New Vegas. We get rid of the weapon durability. Oh my god, I am going to love this game. And then I played it. And there's some boneheaded decisions that were definitely made with Fallout 4. And I'm hitting the highlights here. The biggest one, base building. Who asked for base building? I get it. Clash of Clans was, and probably still is, but definitely back in like 2015 was at its peak. Along with every other freaking mobile game, Minecraft, build your own freaking base and build your own like hideouts and stuff like that. All of that was really popular back then. And obviously some of it still is now, but Fallout does not need base building. I get it, people have had fun. Matt on this channel had a good bit of fun with it. I think he still goes back to it every once in a while. But if you're like a hardcore Fallout fan or even an RPG fan, what the fuck is with base building in Fallout? Like, it seemed like a very unnecessary use of resources. And the fact that it's pretty much required to beat the game is just mind-numbingly stupid. No one asked for base building, I guarantee that. Another big problem with Fallout 4 is the dumbing down of the RPG systems. Stats are basically gone. There are basically no stats really in Fallout 4. You can level up perception, luck, like a little bit, but I think it maxes out at like 7 or 8 or something. And it really just doesn't do that much. You basically put a point into it just to get to the perks. And the skill tree and the amount of perks was greater in Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3, or at least they did a damn good job of making it appear that way, because they're just, when you level up in Fallout 4, I think you're going to go more just level up your gun damage and ammo and just stuff like that. And it really seems like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, when you picked a new perk, you felt way more powerful. And when you level up your stats, you felt way more powerful. It was just meant more than what it did in Fallout 4. The dialogue wheel. I will never understand why this was a move in the complete wrong direction. Fallout 3 and New Vegas had great dialogue systems. Fallout 4 was the most dumbed down dialogue system I think I have ever seen in a video game. Luckily, I think Todd Howard actually did speak about why. Well, he said he didn't like the dialogue wheel in Fallout 4. And luckily, I think that is something that will get fixed in future installments, but still, it was bad in Fallout 4. The story. This is another really big one for me. I thought the story in this game was shit. Like, just awful, to be honest. First, big question, big problem. How old is what's-his-face who steals your kid at the very start of the game? Does anybody know? Honest to God, is this guy a freaking robot? because he was he stole your kid, and then all that time passed, you got out, and he was still younger than your kid was. He still appeared younger. That is a just really big plot hole to me. It just makes no sense. I don't understand why. It seems like he didn't age, but your son did. Your son's obviously probably like 80 years old. 70 or 80 years old, and he still looks like he's like 40. If it was explained in the game, I completely missed it, but it's still, even being explained, just seemed like it seemed like an oversight that they just didn't acknowledge at all. Sean, your kid, why are you why is what's his face even like traveling around with your son's robot at the start of the game? Why? That's one I never understood either. Why is he just traveling around with him at the very start of the game? Like, because you're tracking him and following him with dog meat, but why is he even traveling around with him? That's one that never made any sense to me either. Why is he just traveling around with a robot kid? Because you figure out he's a robot, so why is he even walking around with him? You can't tell me that was from the 70 years ago. You find one of his cigars, okay? I don't care how this cigar apparently just sat here for like fucking 70 years and Dogmeat's able to track it. No, he's traveling around with this robot kid for little to no reason. It's insipid. It's just so stupid, to be honest. And then, this is a lesser one, probably could even be called a nitpick, but getting power armor at the very start of the game and getting just so much access to it was really game-breaking. And it really just seemed like they were trying to, like, appease the more casual players by making them all feel like badasses at the very start of the game. But that's more of a nitpick. That's something that I think, that was probably just more affecting me. It's like, I want to get my power armor after working for it and have it be more badass, I guess is what I was thinking of when I was playing the game. But that's why I think Fallout 4 is just one of the most overrated games of this generation, if not of the past 10 years. It sold a lot, that's for sure. It sold something like, what, 16 million units, I think I saw. Like a week ago I saw that. But it's definitely, I think it is more and more becoming looked upon as, this game really wasn't that good. And there'll probably be people saying, oh, you're the edgelord saying this game's not good. No, as a Fallout game, it's bad. As an open world shooter, I think it's merely mediocre. But it's definitely, it didn't deserve to sell 16 million units, let's be perfectly honest there. So leave what you think in the comments section below. Is Fallout 4 overrated? Is it inferior to New Vegas or 3? Or do you like it? I honestly would mind seeing what people think of it. So, thanks for watching. And I forgot to say this in the channel update video, so if you sat through this, I'm planning on starting the VidMe Let's Play of Subspace Emissary, as I'm just going to tell what it is now. No sense in hiding it that much. Subspace Emissary Super Smash Bros. Brawl on Monday, so get ready for that.